Hey, what's happening, everybody? Mac the Duel is coming at you again from the TCG Enterprise, where we talk about all your favorite card games. And you guys, I have a new update onto the Star Wars deck that we ended up getting way back in the day. I updated Darth Vader to a fairly decent style deck that revolves around hitting the base a lot, and then you go ahead and get a bunch of dudes out that combo off with each other, and then just go ahead and start hitting hard. So, of course, we are going to be having our leader, which is Darth Vader, has an action of the paying one resource and tap. If you play a Imperial card during this phase, then you could deal 1 damage to a unit and 1 damage to a base. It's good for clearing and start hitting at the opponent's units and also at their base at the same time. If I control 7 or more resources, I could deploy this as a leader, flip him, ready him, and move him into the ground area. So he'll turn into a unit, and on the attack, you'll deal 2 damage to a unit. Then I have 1 capital city. I might end up changing this up just a little bit. I'm actually going to take this deck over to a tournament that I'm going to be going in starting next week. Or actually on Tuesday, actually, I should say. But in any case, capital city. It's a base. It's 30. There's other ones that are out there. I think I might go with Echo Base. Be a little bit more better. But yeah, so 1 capital city. And then as far as our lineup goes, I'm going to be going with 3 Death Star Stormtrooper 3-1. Pretty good. And then 3 Guardian as it was. First upgrade that you play on this unit each will cost 1 resource less, which is great. And then we have 3 of the First Legion Stormtrooper. While attacking a damaged unit, this unit will gain +2 and 0 and Overwhelm, deals excess damage to the opponent's base. Kind of like Trample and Magic, which is actually really good considering the fact our Vader actually deals 1 damage, so it can overpass and then go ahead and start dealing additional damage because of that. Then we have 3 of the Fifth Brother. This unit gets red 1 for each damage on him. He'll get a +1 and 0 while attacking for each damage that's on him. You may deal 1 damage to this unit and 1 damage to another ground unit, so you can disperse out the damage, and then he can still get a buff even by his own effect, which is great. And then I have 2 of the Seventh Sister. Has Saboteur. When this unit attacks, ignores Sentinel and defeat the defender's shields, so shields will automatically get taken down off of the enemy's units, and it bypasses off from sentinels, so basically be like things that have to be automatically attacked first before anything else. When this unit deals combat damage to an opponent's base, you deal 3 damage to a ground unit that opponent controls. So it's good for defeating off for other units that your opponent has, so they go ahead and diminish their numbers, which is great. Then I have 2 Count Dooku. He's awesome. Has shielded, so he'll give himself a shield counter when he gets played. And then you can defeat a unit with 4 or less remaining HP. 1 Emperor Palpatine has Overwhelm. You already know what that does. And then when it's played, it deals 6 damage divided as you choose among enemy units. So you could deal it in 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, all that. It basically, as long as it's divided up from 6, which is great. As far as our space units goes, I'm learning 3 of the Imperial Interceptor. This is a really good card. Deal 3 damage to a space unit. You want to be able to play this once your opponent has something out onto the field. Don't do it right away, because otherwise it will destroy itself. So then we have 2 of the Ruthless Raider. When it is played or when it's defeated, deal 2 damage to an enemy base and 2 damage to an enemy unit. It helps. And then as far as our event cards goes, we have 3 of the Force Lightning. Choose a unit. It loses all abilities for this phase. Then if you control a Force unit, pay any number of resources and deal 2 damage to the chosen unit for each resource paid this way. 3 Force Throw. Choose a player. The player discards a card of their hand from random. Or not random, but I mean, they choose out for which one they want to do. But then if you control a Force unit, you may deal damage equal to a unit equal to the cost of the discarded card, which is actually helpful in a good sense, because then you can start clearing off the board if need be. And then I have 3 of the Force Choke. If you control a Force unit, this event costs 1 less to play. Deal 5 damage to a non-vehicle unit. That unit's controller draws 1 card. And then I have 3 Power of the Dark Side. An opponent chooses a unit that they control and defeat that unit. 1, I am your father, deal 7 damage to a unit unless its controller says no. And if they do, you draw 3 cards. So it gives you a little bit of a hand advantage. Then I have 3, take down, defeat an enemy unit with 5 or less remaining HP. It's always good to take down big things with that. 1, vanquish, defeat a non-leader unit. Could be anything. 1, bombing run, choose an arena, ground, or space, deal 3 damage to each unit in that area. That also includes yours, so be careful. 1, super laser blast, defeat all units. It's really, really good, but it's at the right timing when you have enough stuff out there. And mind you, it will also defeat all your units too, so be careful. I'm running 3 resilient. I might change this out because honestly, it's only good out for 1 play when the Guardian is out. But other than that, it's not really that great of a card. So you'll see an update on this deck probably in the near future, a few months from now. I'm going to see how well this plays out anyways. But it allows you to go ahead and give a 3 defending off to your units, which is good. As far as our upgrades go, we have 3 Vader's lightsaber. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. When played, if the attached unit is Darth Vader, deal 4 damage to a ground unit, so it helps. And then finally, we are running 3 Fallen lightsaber. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. If it's a force unit, it'll gain on the attack, deal 1 damage to each ground unit the defending player controls. So that's it for the deck, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned in for some more decks. There's a new set that's actually going to be coming out next week for Twilight of the Republic. So stay tuned in for that, you guys. I'm going to have another deck profile coming up fairly soon. I want to say maybe in the next couple of months. Only just because of the fact that there's there's other deck profiles that I want to show off to you guys. They're really, really cool. And I also want some live streams to be happening fairly soon as well. So go ahead and show you guys the support. Comment down below if you guys want to see more. Hit the post notification bell, like and subscribe. And I will catch you guys all later. May the force be with you and happy gaming.